Good morning students. Welcome back to today's online class. So today we are going to revise the chapter Unit 18 Organization of Tissues. See, already you have learned this chapter. So now you have to prepare for the annual exam. See, in this chapter everyone can take the page number 223. The first, choose the correct answer. The tissues composed of living thin walled polyhedral cell is parenchyma. So the tissue which are living cell and it consists of thin walled polyhedral cell. The tissue is parenchyma. Second one is the fibers consist of sclerenchyma. See the fibers, the tissues, it is elongated tissue that is present in the sclerenchyma tissue. So the fibers consist of sclerenchyma. Third one, companion cells are closely associated with sieve elements. Companion cells are closely associated with sieve elements. Fourth one, which of the following is a complex tissue? See, the complex tissues are xylem and phloem. So here the option given is xylem. So the complex tissue is xylem. Fifth one, parenchyma is found in hydrophytes. Parenchyma is found in hydrophytes. So these are choose the correct answer. Next, Roman letter 2 match the following. First one, sclerids. The sclerids are present in sclerenchyma tissue. Sclerids, sclerenchyma, chloroplast, chlorenchyma, simple tissue, collenchyma, companion cell, phloem, tracheids, xylem. So these are the tissues. So sclerids, sclerenchyma, chloroplast, chlorenchyma, simple tissue, collenchyma, companion cell, phloem, tracheids, xylem. Roman letter 3, fill in the blanks. Dash tissues provides mechanical support to organs. Collenchyma tissue. So dash tissue provides mechanical support to organs. Collenchyma. Then number 2, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma are dash type of tissue. So parenchyma, collenchyma are simple type of tissues. The third one, dash and dash are complex tissues. Xylem and phloem are complex tissues. Then Roman letter 4, state whether true or false. See third one, parenchyma is a simple tissue. See already we learned simple tissues consist of 3 types of tissues. They are parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Here the statement given, parenchyma is a simple tissue. So the statement is correct, true. Fourth one, phloem is made up of tracheids given. So here the tracheids, it is the tissues present in the xylem tissue. So here it is given phloem is made up of tracheids. So the statement is false. So you have to correct the statement. Phloem is made up of sieve elements. Then fifth one, vessels are found in collenchyma. So here the vessels that is present in the xylem tissue. So here the statement given is vessels are found in collenchyma. So the statement is false. You have to correct the statement. Vessels are found in xylem. Then Roman letter 5, what are intercalary meristem? How do they differ from other meristems? So here first we can see about the types of meristem based on position. There are 3 types of meristems are there: apical meristem, intercalary meristem, lateral meristem. Here the question asked is what is intercalary meristem? See, the intercalary meristem lies between the region of permanent tissue and it is the part of primary meristem. See, mainly the intercalary meristem that is present at the nodal region of the stem. See what is nodes? The leaf arised from the stem. That space, region is called nodes. So here mainly these intercalary meristems are found at the base of the leaf or at the base of the internodes. So the meristem which is present at the base of the leaf, example pinus, and the meristem which is found at the base of the internode, example grasses. So that is called intercalary meristem. The same question, how do they differ from other meristem? how it is differ from other meristem. The other meristem we have learned apical meristem, lateral meristem. So how this intercalary meristem it is differ from the other meristem. See, it is differ from the other meristem. See, that is from apical meristem. It is which apical meristem means it is found at the apices or at the growing points of the plants, and lateral meristem it is present at the parallel side of, which is increase the width of the stem. So it is differ from other meristems such as apical meristem and lateral meristem. This intercalary meristem it is found at the base of the internode or base of the leaf. So it is differ from apical meristem and lateral meristem. Second one is, what is complex tissue? Name the various kinds of complex tissue. See, the complex tissue it consists of more than one type of tissue that work together as a single unit. So this complex tissue consists of more than one type. Many types are mainly more than two types of cells are present. Say they combine together and work as a single unit. So the example for complex tissues are xylem and phloem. So what are complex tissue? Complex tissues are made up of more than one type of tissues and work together as a single unit. The example, the various types of complex tissues are xylem and phloem. Then detailed question. What are permanent tissue? Describe the different types of permanent tissue. See, the permanent tissue consists of, say, only one, permanent tissues are those in which growth has stopped either completely or time being. See, there are two types of tissues are there, meristematic tissues and permanent tissue. See, the meristematic tissues consist of young cells which is capable of division. See, these meristematic tissues, see, after some time it stop to divide, and these cells it can be formed as permanent tissue. So permanent tissue does not take any cell division. So it is a mature cell. So permanent tissues are those in which growth has stopped either completely or for the time being. See here, what are the types of meristematic tissues? What are the types of simple tissues? See, these permanent tissues consist of two types of tissues, simple tissues and complex tissue. See here, this question it is asked different types of simple permanent tissue. So first we can see about what is simple tissue. See, simple tissue consists of homogeneous tissues. Homogeneous means same type of tissues which composed of structurally and functionally similar cells. See, example for simple permanent tissues are parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. The first one is parenchyma. See, the parenchyma are the simple tissue which consists of living tissues. The shape of the tissues are, it is thin-walled, oval, round or polygonal in shape and well-developed spaces among them. So in between the air spaces are there, intercellular spaces are there. See, in the aquatic plants, the parenchyma tissues possess intercellular air spaces and it is named as aerenchyma. So in the aquatic, what is the meaning of aquatic? Water plants. So the plants which are living in water. These water plants consist of the parenchymatous tissue which is arranged with large intercellular spaces. So those type of tissues are called aerenchyma. And also these parenchyma tissue, when it is exposed to sunlight, the cells may develop chloroplast. So that type of, if chloroplast is present in that cell, that type of tissue we can call it as chlorenchyma. And the parenchyma tissue, they can store water in the xerophytic plants and also many succulent plants. Say succulent plants in the parenchyma tissue, the water may store in this tissue, in the parenchyma tissue, and also in the xerophytic. Xerophytic plants means the plants which are grown in desert. See here, See, these plants, they cannot get water properly. See, when there is water, they absorb the water and store the water in the parenchymatous tissue. See, it also serves as function of storage of food resource, absorption, buoyancy and secretion. Then second type of simple permanent tissue is collenchyma. See, the collenchyma tissues is a living tissue found beneath the epidermis. This collenchyma tissue present only in the stem portion. It is not present in the root portion. So, the collenchyma tissue, it is also a living tissue. It is present just beneath the epidermis. What is epidermis means? The outermost covering of the plant is called epidermis. So below the epidermis, these collenchyma tissues are present. See, these cells are elongated and unevenly thickened non-lignified walls. See, it does not contain lignin in the cell wall. The cells are rectangular shape or tapering and persistent protoplasm. See, the cells consist of they possess thick primary non-lignified walls. Mainly the function of the collenchyma is mechanical support to the organs. So the main function of collenchyma is mechanical support to the plant organs. Then third type of permanent tissue is sclerenchyma. See, the sclerenchyma, see, in the permanent tissue, first two tissues, parenchyma and collenchyma are living tissues. The sclerenchyma are dead tissues. It consists of thick-walled cells and it is often lignified, but it is a dead tissue. Sclerenchyma are dead and do not possess any living protoplasm. It does not have any protoplasm, so it is a dead tissue. Sclerenchyma cells are grouped. See, it consists of two types of tissues, fibers and sclerids. The first one is fibers. Fibers consist of elongated sclerenchymatous tissue cells usually with pointed ends. It consists of elongated tissue. See, mainly it is found in jute, hemp, etc. Then sclerids. See, these sclerids are widely distributed in the plant body. They are usually broad, may occur in single or in group. See, these are sclerids are broad. The cells are broad. See, mainly it is present all over the plant body. See here, it may occur in single or in groups. Mainly it is present in the fruits. See, in the sclerids, the shape of these sclerids are isodermic with lignified walls. Pits are prominent and along the wall. See, mainly it is present in the fruits and seeds. So these are the types or different types of simple permanent tissue. So simple permanent tissue. First one, permanent tissues are those in which growth has stopped either completely or time being. It consists of simple tissue and complex tissue. The various types of simple tissues. First simple tissues. Simple tissues consist of homogeneous tissue, that is same type of tissues composed of structurally and functionally similar cells. Example for simple permanent tissues are parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. See, first parenchyma. See, these are thin-walled cells. It is a living tissue. See, in aquatic plants, the parenchyma tissues are called aerenchyma. When it is exposed to sunlight, chloroplast are present. So, when chloroplast is present, the parenchyma tissue, it is called chlorenchyma. See, then collenchyma, it is present just below the epidermis. See, the main function of the collenchyma is it gives mechanical support to the plant organ. Then sclerenchyma, see, it consists of thick-walled cells. These are dead tissue because of the absence of living protoplast. It consists of two types of tissues, fibers and sclerid. Fibers are elongated cell, sclerids are broad cell. So these are the different types of permanent tissue. Then second question, write about the elements of xylem. See, what are the elements? The xylem is a complex tissue. See, the xylem, it is made up of different types of tissues. They are xylem tracheids, xylem vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. See here, first one, xylem tracheids. See, the xylem tracheids are elongated tube-like dead cells. It consists of dead cells. See, it consists of very hard, thick lignified walls. See, the walls are, see, their ends are tapering, blunt or chisel-like and devoid of protoplast. See, it does not have protoplast. It is a dead cell. They have large lumen without any conduct. The main function of the xylem trachea is conduction of water and providing mechanical support to the plant body. Then xylem fibers. See, these are elongated cell lignified pointed at both the ends. Xylem fibers provide mechanical support to the plant body. See, these fibers also, it is a type of sclerenchyma, dead tissue. It is a elongated cell. See, mainly it provides mechanical support to the plant body. Then xylem vessel. See, this only very important in this tissue. See, through this xylem vessel only, the water may transported from the root to aerial parts of the plant body. So, these cells are long cylindrical tube-like structures with lignified walls and with central lumen. See, these cells are also dead tissue because it does not have protoplast. These cells are arranged one above the another in a longitudinal series with a partition wall, and the wall is perforated, so the entire structure looks like a water pipe. So the main function is to transport the water from the root to aerial parts of the plant body, and also it also provides mechanical strength to the plant body. Then xylem parenchyma. These are living and thin walled cells. The parenchyma. See, under this xylem tissue, the only living tissue is xylem parenchyma. These cells are very thin walled cells. The main function of the xylem parenchyma is to store starch and fatty acids, fatty substances. So these are the functions of xylem parenchyma. So what are complex tissue? See, complex tissue. Complex tissues are made up of more than one type of tissues. The complex tissues are xylem and phloem. See, what name the elements present in this xylem? Xylem tracheids, xylem vessel, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. See, under this xylem tracheids, xylem fibers and xylem vessels are dead tissue. The only living tissue is xylem parenchyma. See, that are the book back question. Then book inside question, the differences between xylem and phloem. That question also very important. What are the differences between xylem and phloem? So the first difference is xylem conducts water and minerals. Phloem conducts the food materials. So they can transport the food materials from the leaf to other parts of the plant body. Second difference is xylem. The conduction is mostly unidirectional. See, the movement of the water is only one direction, that is in upward direction. For example, the water absorbed by the root hairs, it can be transported to the aerial parts of the plants. So from the root to aerial parts, the water may transported through the xylem vessel. So the movement, the conduction is only one direction. But in phloem, the conduction is bidirectional. Why means, say the leaf, they can prepare the food by the process of photosynthesis and store the food materials in the leaf, and it can be transported to other parts of the plant such as leaf, stem, flower buds, roots, etc. So it can move either upward direction or downward. So here the movement is bidirectional. Then third one is the conduction channel. So the xylem consists of 4 types of tissues. They are xylem tracheids, xylem vessel, xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma. Here the conducting channels are tracheids and vessels. In the phloem, the conducting channels are sieve tubes. Then the component present in the xylem are xylem tracheids, xylem vessel, xylem fiber, xylem parenchyma. In the phloem, the components present in the phloem are sieve elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, phloem fibers. So these are the differences between xylem and phloem. So the first difference is conduct water. Here it conduct food materials. Second one is the conduction is mostly unidirectional. Here the in phloem the conduction is mostly bidirectional. The conductive channels are in the xylem are tracheids and vessels. Here the conducting channels are sieve tips. The components present in xylem are tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem fibers. The components present in the phloem are xylem sieve elements, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Then what are the differences between meristematic tissues and permanent tissue? This question also very important. The first, the differences between the meristematic. So, the meristematic tissue, the cytoplasm, the cells consist of dense cytoplasm and vacuoles are nearly absent. But in the permanent tissue, the larger large vacuole is present and it is a living permanent cell. Then, meristematic tissue, intercellular spaces are absent. In the permanent tissue, intercellular spaces are present. Third difference is component cells are small, spherical or polygonal and undifferentiated. Here the permanent tissue, component cells are large, differentiated with the different shapes are there. Then meristematic tissue, the cell wall is thin and elastic, but in the permanent tissue the cell wall is thick. Then next difference is nucleus is large and prominent in meristematic tissue, but in the permanent tissue nucleus is conspicuous. Then meristematic tissue cell grow and divide regularly. So the cell division is taken place in the meristematic tissue because it is a young tissue. But permanent tissue, it does not have any cell division. Cell do not normally divide. Then meristematic tissue, it provides mechanical support and elasticity of the plant body. See here elasticity, mechanical support and provide elasticity. Why it is elasticity means because it is a young tissue. See here permanent tissue, it provides only mechanical support because the permanent tissues are matured. It consists of matured tissues. So it is only for mechanical support, no elasticity. So these are the differences between meristematic tissues and permanent tissue. Students, you can learn this chapter and prepare for the annual examination. Thank you very much.